Hello, my angels. So, I wanted to show you guys how instead of buying one bag, I actually got 11 bags. And this is this is how I did it. So, nowadays the prices for luxury are ridiculous, but the quality is also declining. So, there was this one bag that I really wanted and I still want it. So, if anybody sees this thing and they want to send it to me out of their good Samaritan heart because you just have so much money, maybe you're a crypto god, I don't know. You can send it to me. My address is in the PO box. But anyway, it's this bag that came out this summer. It was from Bottega. It was a navy blue intricato. It was like this big puffy yumminess with the gold knot. I wanted it so bad in like the biggest size that they have. I wanted it so bad and I almost bought it for my birthday. Now it's $3,300 with tax. It would have been about $3,800 more or less in that area because we have luxury tax, right? Now, I bought 11 bags instead. That's right. 11 bags instead. Now I did spend more. I spent about $800 more than what that was, but I spent $4,624 on 11 luxury bags. And I'm going to show you what they are and I'm going to tell you exactly how much they were and why. I have about $3,000 worth of Louis Vuitton vintage bags that I want to get, and then I think I'm done pretty much with my collection. Anything else I get has to be a gift. I'm not spending money out of pocket for any luxury bag in this day and age because I don't think it's worth it. Now, if you want to get it, God bless your soul and your pockets, but I need to buy a house. But I just wanted to complete my collection because there were bags that were still stuck in my soul that I wanted to get, and I still want to get those other bags that are still like stuck there that, you know, like when you're a kid and you're like, I always wanted that, but I couldn't afford it. Now you're an adult and you can afford it, you know? Like that. So let me show you what I bought instead of the one bag. And this is kind of like what this channel is about. You can still have luxury. You don't have to pay retail and you don't have to pay full price. And a lot of the things that are out there, I'm going to be honest with you, are trendy, which means they're good for about 1 to 3 seasons and then, or 1 to 3 years, and then they're useless. They don't look good. I prefer classics, things that are going to look good now and 20 years from now. And that's kind of like what my collection entails. So let me just show you what I bought instead of that Bottega clutch, which I still want really badly. If anybody wants to send it to me, my address is in the description box. I know, I'm just saying. Okay. If I win money, I'm gonna buy that bag. Yes, I am. Okay. So I bought this. Oh, I didn't even get the price for this one. Take it back. Why? Oh, because it wasn't a peekaboo. Okay, this bag we're gonna do at the very end. I think it was like $350. So actually, I spent $4,980. So like $1,000 more for 12 bags. Let's take that back, okay? Because I got this bag and this was $350. I don't know how or why. I guess it's not a popular bag, but this is a Fendi. Look at all that leather. Look at all that yumminess. It comes with a strap. Look at the inside. I'm clearly using it. It is just all types, perfect for the fall. All types of yumminess. As a top handle, as a crossbody. This I am in love with. $350. So when people are like, I can't afford a luxury bag, look. If you could spend $200 on a Coach or a Michael Kors bag, you can get luxury on the real for under $400. For some of these were under $200. I think one of them was, where is it? $236.35, and that was a Louis Vuitton, and that was on eBay. So I'll show you. So this yummy, delicious, full leather bag was $350. Then I bought, because I wanted the Bottega clutch, but I was like, you know what? Let me try and look for other Bottega clutches. I still want, there was this one that I saw. It was the maroon intricato in the silk. I haven't found it yet, and it had a knot. I just can't remember what color it was. I think it might have been the gray one. So let me show you what I got instead. So this Rasta, no, this is the purple one. $501 on Rebag. And a lot of people aren't going to like it, and that's okay. This is an artsy bag. This is for me to take to art galleries, installations, like nonprofit gala events. It's Bottega Veneta. It was $501. Look at all that yummy suede on the inside. And I have to have an Apple Watch when I wear it because my phone doesn't fit in here. But I love it. $501. And they have it in like a yellow color, I believe. like a yellow ombre. But that's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I understand. I did want an intricata one, and the one that I want is not like this. This is called the Rasta bag, and I paid $474.40. Both of these Bottega clutches I bought on eBay, probably I think from Japan. And it's just fun. I feel like it goes with a lot of different things. This is more for, again, with the suede on the inside. This is more for oh, there's a Bottega in here. For when I'm wearing like navy blue, like a more fun, youthful kind of fundraiser event, things like that. Even just going out, dancing, and enjoying myself. These are soft knots, which I'm not accustomed to. I actually want to get a couple of the hard knot clutches. I do love the Bottega clutches. So I really want, it was like this, the intricato, but the intricato was silk, but it was puffier. So they overlapped each other, but it was thick silk like this, but interwoven, well, half of this, but interwoven on top of each other, and it was maroon. And I almost bought it for $500 5 or 6 years ago, and I didn't get it, and I regret it because now these things are like $3,000, and I could have got it then. I think it might have been leather. I don't remember. I just remember it being maroon and me almost buying it. It's one of my biggest regrets. You know, like when you sit there and you think about all the bags you could have gotten. I did have red lipstick on, and I thought I wiped it all off, but I feel like, hold on, it's bothering me like a lot. Right there. Get out of there. That's annoying. There you go. Lord, that was irritating. Let's use the e.l.f. Revive lip oil in Honey Talks or Honey something. Yeah. Whew. That was irritating because I was like, why does my lip look like that? Okay. Then the next color is, or the next bag, which was actually the first big bag that I bought. This is, again, Bottega. Shoulder strap, huge. This one was $346.21. Now, some of these I did get like 20% off or 40% off, and I'll tell you which ones. Like, I think I might have gotten 20% off of this one. Just because they go on sale. Look, it says Bottega Veneta. Where is it? It's somewhere. Hold on. Oh, it's in there. It's under there. The Bottega Veneta is like right in there. And then it's a zipper one, so it has more security if I go into the city. And it has full leather lining, which I love. And the leather in here is so buttery soft. Oh my God, this is luxury right here. Buttery soft, like calfskin buttery soft. I'm like, how? And they don't even make bags like this anymore. They don't line bags in leather anymore, hardly. Everything is pretty much, I love this bag. Everything is pretty much cloth. But the vintage bags were truly luxury. And that's another thing. I don't consider luxury anymore because I know, let me put this back in the bag. I know what luxury is. I grew up with luxury. Like if you saw my bag collection, that's all old school bags that I had from when I was a kid all the way up until now. I know luxury. So when I see these bags and everyone's like, oh, I don't care if the bag is $3,000 or $10,000. It's not luxury. People fight with me all the time. They're like, oh, this brand is a luxury bag. I'm like, to you? Because it's not a luxury bag to me. And that's cool. Just by you. Whatever makes you happy at the end of the day. Like that girl who had that $80 bag and she's like, this is a luxury bag. And then everybody was on her butt about like, oh, this is not luxury. And then the actual company brought her in. It was like Cutter and something. To like the headquarters, and they gave her a bag. And you know what I mean? Everybody's definition of luxury is different. But apples to apples or apples to oranges, you'll see the difference of what I consider luxury and what other people consider luxury. And these bags are amazing quality, like ridiculously amazing quality, which is why I love them so much. And in my opinion, they're still luxurious, and I don't care how old they are. I don't need to have something new. If the new thing is inferior quality to the old thing, I don't care if it's new. Does that make sense? Okay. The next one I got was this Fendi Peekaboo. And I've wanted this Fendi Peekaboo since 2011, which is when it came out. I remember going into Fendi and seeing, I got this in white and I got this in this color. The brown one, I believe, is $625.71. And I'm still paying this off. And I mean, but look at how amazing this is. Look at how beautiful. Dual color strap. Fendi Peekaboo interior. What's this? I obviously put something in here. Hold on. Is that the dust bag? Oh, that's another. Okay, I put 2 of my Fendi bags in here. So I have. I didn't buy these for this event. I bought these in like 2009. This is my other Fendi bag that I got in like 2009. And then I have another Fendi bag that I think I got in like 2008. So I keep them all in the one Fendi. So when I'm looking for my Fendi bags, they're there and they take up less space on my shelf. So if you're, because I'm a professional organizer, if you guys didn't know, amongst like the 30,000 other things that I do. So what I do is I'll take a bag, like what you'll see what I do with my Louis Vuitton bag, and then I put other bags in it of the same brand. So when I'm looking for it, they're all together and they only take up that much space versus each bag taking up space on the shelf. Does that make sense? So that's how I organize sometimes. The next one is, ¿y dónde se fue el precio? Then there is this Bottega by Mark Mayer. And this one is a yummy hobo bag. And the inside is suede, like they're famous for. Just deliciousness. And the leather is different. This leather that they have is very much like Hermes leather. And it's interesting because Mark Mayer came from Hermes. And that's why when I thought this, I was like, is this real or not? But then I looked at the serial number. I had it authenticated. It's real. I was just curious because I've never seen a bag with this quality leather at Bottega, but I wasn't buying leather bags at Bottega when he got there. You know, it was after that. So this is amazing. And this purple one was $475.95 for all of this leather. So you mean to tell me that you're going to pay $3,000 to $10,000 for a bag that's smaller than this with less leather? And they all look the same now. They all look the same with either one, like a single flap, or it has those 3 little compartments, like the dividers. 3. Like, they all look exactly the same. Made by different people. And people are going crazy over it. Like, they've never seen... I mean, I haven't seen anything like any of these bags in a while. And I know people, they're going to be like, well, there's a reason. But I like them. I like the big slouchy hobo bags. I carry a lot of stuff. When I do real estate, I bring my clipboard and I bring my papers so people can fill out the application. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have a nice, big, luxurious bag when I go out and I entertain clients or I'm just running my errands. Like, where's the white one? This one. I had to have this one painted because it did have a bunch of scuffs and stuff. This white one, where is it? $427.83 for this one. And it also has, and that's why I like these, because it does have the Fendi Zucca pattern, and they don't make them like this anymore. Now they have the Fendi Zucca pattern in leather on the inside, which is cool. But with the prices that they are now, I'm okay. Would I rather pay $500 or let's say $475 or $420? No, it was $427 or... I take it back. I'm sorry, you guys. I got that confused. The brown one, this brown one, sorry about that, was $625.71. The brown one, $625.71. The white one was $500.78. It was originally $745. Then it was 40% off. Then I had a code called REAL where they give me another discount. And it came out to $578. $500.78. So this was $600, which is okay because these were $2,500 when they came out. I was like, I'm not paying $2,500 for any of this stuff. So this one, brown, was $625.71, and this was $500.78. So between the two of them, I paid $1,125, which is half the price of one, for 2 bags. And now if you try to get the peekaboo, I'm not a fan, just to be honest with you, of the new peekaboos. I don't like those big fat stitches. I don't feel like they're going to be classic bags. These are classic bags. I can wear this 10 or 20 years from now. Mind you, this bag came out in 2011. Do you know what I mean? 2011. That's like 12 years ago, and it still looks good. It's a classic bag. Whereas a lot of these new bags, they're cool, they're fun, they're the it bags, you know, the Jody and this and that. But they're not going to be useful, and they're not going to look good a few years from now. And yes, you might be able to get some quick resale value for it because people want it now. But is it really going to be worth anything later on? Because remember, these bags were $2,500 at one point. And now you can get them for $300 to $500. Same thing with Louis Vuitton bags. So the question is that I ask everyone is it worth it to buy it right now? Or be patient, delayed gratification, wait 5 to 10 years if you can, and get it at a discount. Because that's how I am. I'm like, I really want, but you know what? I'm going to get that navy blue clutch. I'm just going to get it later when it's like $500 or $700. I'm not going to pay $3,300 for that bag. Do you know what I'm saying? So now we're going to go into all the Louis. And one of them was perfect when I got it. It was just one of the straps was almost broken. So I brought it to my guy. And he didn't fix it. He had his assistant, which is a new guy, fix it. And that guy destroyed my bag. And you're going to see, I'm like really upset. But I'm trying not to like take it out on my guy because I know my guy has the skills, but his assistant doesn't. So don't bring your Louis Vuitton bags to the guy that I always recommend, Post Avenue Bouderie, unless my guy is doing it himself. But if you have to do the yellow stitching, don't bring it to him. Find someone else. He's only good if you want to touch up the paint, if it's like scratched, if you have to do the edge coat again, anything that has to do with the repair of the outside, but not necessarily changing a strap, FYI. So I went Louis Vuitton crazy, right? And I bought this bucket backpack. And I actually went to Etsy and I got this extender because I wanted it to be bigger because I'm a plus size person. If I was a petite person, I wouldn't need this. But because I'm plus size, I have big boobs and big arms and back fat, being honest, I needed this extra length so that the backpack was comfortable to put on. Otherwise, I could put it on, but it was just tight. It was like this. And I felt like I was walking like this, where now I could walk like this and it hangs off my back, but now it's too low. So I feel like I could actually buy another one that's shorter, but I'm okay with it being low. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to spend any more money. This was $30 for the extender. And this backpack, Louis Vuitton full leather backpack with the canvas interior and this removable pouch here that snaps in and out. That bag, the backpack was $333.05 total. This is after taxes. That's what I paid total. $333 for a Louis Vuitton backpack. And it's beautiful, and it's a bucket bag, and it's vintage. The only thing that's missing is this little button, which I'm okay with because if that button was there, it goes through the leather. It goes through this leather, see? I would not have been able to make the adjustments that I wanted. So the fact that it wasn't there was a blessing because it allowed me to make the adjustments that I needed to make by extending the bag. So I'm at peace with that. That's the only thing that was wrong with this bag. I conditioned it. I thought I had ruined it because I thought I made it watery, but no, it actually ended up working out perfectly fine. I use clear conditioner. I made videos about it a long time ago. It's a clear leather conditioner. A Delicato. It's always called delicate leather conditioner, and it's always like clear. And then you just rub it all over the whole thing. And I got scared because I honestly thought I had ruined it and then I had all these water spots, but no, it ended up being perfect. Like the water spots that were on it were the water spots that were already there, but it actually ended up evening out the leather that was a little bit miscolored. My nose itches, sorry. So I was really happy that I did that I conditioned that bag. Then I bought this one, which is the one that my guy screwed up. And I'm upset because I bought it and I didn't even really use it. I just used it once. And now the bag is permanently ruined. I don't want to wear it. I want to buy another one and just kind of like add the two and just pretend that I paid that. So like this bag was $236.35. But you see here, this strap was like really damaged and it was breaking. So he reinforced it and put leather underneath it to fix it. But look at the stitching. This stitching is horrible. And he was supposed to change all the straps. Look at the stitching. He ruined the bag. It's supposed to look like this. And look, on all four sides. I didn't ask him to do that. I just asked him to fix the one. And then he's like, oh, well, I'll change all the straps. That's what he told me. I'm going to change all the straps and this. He told me he was going to charge me $130, and instead he charged me $35 to just reinforce it, but then he ruined the bag. So do not bring, I'm not going to lie to you guys, ever. You know, like, I love the guy that fixes my bags, but when you fuck up, even when I mess up, excuse my language, I admit that I messed up. I mess up. I make mistakes. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I made a mistake. I'm going to take it off the top. You know, I take the hit financially. But I didn't ask for this. Look. Why would I ask him to fix this? No, it was just one. He was just supposed to fix the one or just changed everything. And I was really upset. So I don't want to wear this bag anymore. Because it's damaged. It's not, you know, so I'm going to buy another one. I'm hoping I can find one for $300 to $400. I'm going to add this price plus that price and just pretend that I bought it for like $600. And then either I'll give this one away or I'll give it to my sister as like a diaper bag. I don't know. I'm really upset. Or maybe I'll take this when I travel because I don't care when I travel what I look like. That was just money down the drain. So just so you know, like, you guys think, oh, she's so lucky. And that, no, I go through my stuff too. Like, I lose money. I lose money too. You know, I buy things and I'm like, dude, it's a dude. But it was in perfect condition. Perfect. There was nothing wrong with it except for that one strap that needed to be reinforced. And he made it seem like he could fix it and make it look beautiful and new and everything would be fine. And it wasn't. I felt like I was dealing with a car salesman. But he's my guy and he fixes everything and he does amazing work. And you're going to see, I just brought a piece of like old Louis Vuitton scraps and we made it into a pencil case, I think. And you'll see, I'm picking it up soon. So he does amazing work. Like, I love him. He fixes all my Salvatore Ferragamo shoes. He's amazing. But I don't believe he worked on this. I really, in my heart, believe it was that other guy. That other guy, I don't trust that other guy for nothing. So now when I go, I'm like, are you working on my bag? Because I only want you to work on my bag. You know? So then there's this bucket bag. So the other one was a backpack. This is a tall bucket bag with long straps. And when I bought it, obviously you could see the straps were here, but I lengthened it because I'm tall. And this bucket bag was $347.53. These bags are going for like $2-3 grand. And they're all mini. What the people? Mira, yo no sé quién te crió, pero la verdad es que tú no estás pensando con tu mente, right? Because the truth is, you guys are paying $3,000 to $5,000 for mini bags. Oh, but I like the little bags. But if you're not seeing it, I don't even want to explain it. Look at all this leather. Then you look at the coated canvas. Now, Louis Vuitton coated canvas from the 80s was like Dickies. Have you ever seen Dickies pants or like canvas overalls for like these factory workers? That thick canvas, right? That's how Louis Vuitton coated canvas was. Now, I bought the 2008 Montegruel and I bought my mom the 35 Speedy in 2008. My mom had holes in the bag in less than a year. Holes. In her, multiple holes in her bag. Mine has been in the box ever since. I think I used it like 6 times since then. And it's been like 15 years. Because I'm just like, forget it. The quality of that canvas is like brushed linen. It's like cotton that's trying to be like linen. It's super thin. And yes, there's a coating on it, but it's so super thin. Like the leather of today versus Coach vintage leather. Like if y'all ever picked up a Coach vintage bag and you felt that thick, nice, sexy, full grain, suede on the inside, leather on the outside. Now you get this I don't know what's wrong with these cows. They haven't had a chance to graze or grow or what. I don't know. They don't have thick skin, but it's like this super thin leather, and everyone's like, oh, but it's luxury. No, baby. No, 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 no. You're brainwashed, because that's not luxury. That's not high quality. No, but no, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just repeating what other people are telling you. If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know what real leather looks like and feels like. This is what Tanner Tanner, that guy, Tanner Leatherstein, is talking about. He's like, if you know leather, you know leather. It's not worth it. This is leather. This is coated canvas. The stuff that you guys are buying right now, today, that is not coated canvas. That is coated cotton. That is coated, I don't know, linen. But it's not coated canvas, because canvas is canvas. A JanSport is a JanSport, no matter how you look at it. And if it's a canvas is canvas. So to say that it's coated canvas, the jacquard of Gucci from the 70s and 80s is very different from the jacquard of Gucci now, but it's still high quality. One thing I could say is Gucci got it going on, right? So then the last bag that I bought, which is where I keep all the bags in, is this Cabas Alto. I already had one, but I bought another one, and I think I'm going to buy another one. I want like 3 or 4 of these because I love this bag so much. Like, if you were to ask me, what are the 5 bags that you would buy if you lost, no, let's not say that. I don't even want to put that into the universe. If you could only have 5 bags, what would it be? This would be one of the 5 bags. This is the first Neverfull. Before the Neverfull come out, this was it. Cabas Alto. This is it. This is the Mama Jamma. This is the beach bag. This is the gym bag that, like, you know, you can see the cell phone pocket right here. This is old school. Look at how beautiful. Canvas. Look at all that coated canvas on the inside. Look at that. This is amazing. This is what the other Cabas. This is a Cabas, right? The Cabas collection. So it was the Cabas Alto, no zipper. The Cabas Mezzo has a zipper. Then there's the Cabas Piano, which is like half the size of this, or like 50%, 60% the size of this. And it also has a zipper. That's called the Cabas Piano. This was the Cabas collection. I don't care for the Cabas Piano. This is what I used all through college. This is my 3rd one. So I went through one, and then I went through another one, and then I didn't want to ruin that one, so then I bought a couple of ones off the street, and then I finished it with college, and then that one got ruined, and now I have this one, which I bought as the final replacement, but then this got damaged. So now I'm going to buy another one. So I'm going to go on my 4th with this one. That's how much I love these bags. That's how great the quality is. They last forever. The only reason that the other ones didn't last is because I was in college. And back in the day when we were in college, our textbooks were thick. And I went to school 2 days a week. So I was carrying all my textbooks in my bag and in my arms to and from school because my mom would not let me dorm. Into the city. It was a 2-hour commute. I was dying. And I ruined the straps. Rightfully so. Had I even thought about it, I think this was just this was out of my price range, and I just thought that one was a little bit just more feminine. This is too big. This would have been great. I probably could have just used this all through college, and it would have been fine. But I don't know. I just didn't. I just like that one. I think it's because it had the zipper, and I was going in and out of the city in Manhattan, and I just felt more secure with the zipper on it. And this one didn't have a zipper, and I fell asleep on the train all the time back in the day, so I didn't want anybody going in my bag. So I kept going with that one. But this one I already have 2 of. I'm probably going to get 2 more of these. I'm probably going to get 1 or 2 more of these because these are my forever bags. This is forever, ever. Then I have about $3,000, which is probably like 6 to 12 bags, believe it or not, of Louis Vuitton bags, vintage ones, that I want to get. And you're probably going to see that from starting next year in January. Through all of next year, I'm going to be acquiring those bags because they're my favorites. And that's it. That is all you're ever going to see me buy from Louis Vuitton. Maybe I will get the calendar refills because I do have the agenda. I also have the mouse pad, like the laptop, like the one that you're supposed to, the desk agenda thingy, whatever. It opens up and it's supposed to be on your table, but then you can turn it upside down and make it like a mouse pad and put your like keyboard on it. I don't know. It was just one of those things. That's it. I'm not buying anything other than perfume and boots. I will forever buy Louis Vuitton boots. I have my Louis Vuitton boot collection. I love it. I love Louis Vuitton boots. I can't say anything about their boots. I will pay anywhere up to like $1,100 to $1,500 for their boots because they last. They're amazing, great quality, excellent stitching. The leather's beautiful. Everything's like just seriously. I love Louis Vuitton boots. That's all you're gonna see me buy out of pocket. I'm not buying little. I already have all those things. I have the Pochette Accessoires. I have like 2 of them that I got for $375 and $325 and $375 back in the day. Now they're like a ridiculous price. Little toiletries, all those little things from Louis Vuitton. I have all those little ones, but I got it back in the day under $500. I'm not trying to spend a ridiculous amount of money. Now, the only bag I think I would spend money on right now, I don't even really need it. It's the mustard color suede YSL bag that kind of looks like the Lulu, but without all the puffiness. It's just like the shape of the Lulu, but it doesn't have any puffiness because it's just flat suede. And then it says, well, but I don't think it's really worth it. It's like $4,500. I love that bag. But for $4,500, look, for $4,500, I got 12 bags. I mean, for the same amount, I can get all the Louis Vuitton bags that I want. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to just think differently about luxury. These are still luxury bags. They still have luxury qualities. They're made out of luxury materials with luxury metal. They're like leather lined on the inside. They're suede lined on the inside. Like, you don't even see that anymore. Everybody's got this cloth, like the what's it called? The Chanel. That cloth, that thick cloth that they have on the inside. I think some of the Hermes bags might have that too. I don't know. I can't remember. Hermes is another story. I'll buy vintage Hermes. There are a few Hermes bags that I do want. Not the Kelly or the Birkin. The ones that nobody really thinks about, like the Gypsy Air. I wouldn't buy them. They would have to be gifted to me. The only one that I would buy is the 26 centimeter Lindy in the color Trench. Looks like this. This is us. I love this bag. I would get this again. I love that bag. It looks good with everything. Cool colors. Any color you put on, it goes with. The color Trench in Hermes. I would just get the Gypsy Air, that one, 26 centimeter Lindy. Maybe a Kelly backpack, but it's not really necessary. No, that's it. That is really it, you guys. I don't care for the Constance or any of these other bags. I just like the Lindy and the Gypsy Air. Yeah. That's it. But anything in the color Trench, like if somebody wants to give it to me, I would take the Constance in any color actually, because I'm not paying for it. But I like the Trench. I like the East to West one versus the square one. I don't really care. I have a Birkin, but I don't really care. The 35. I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? That was a gift. I don't care for them. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I was looking for them and I'm like, you know, like I'm like, yeah, I am. You know, like, you know, but I'm not, you know, I have the Chanel 19. I have the double flap. I have a couple of other things. I like the vintage ones better. I have a Chanel tote that I got for $800 in 2008. I have a crossbody that my mom gave me. Another shoulder bag that I bought again for $600. I bought 3 other bags that I sold. And I made like $100 or $200, but I would have made like $1,000, $2,000 now if I would have just kept them, you know, had I known. But nobody knew what was going to happen with these prices. So my question is, after all of this, does it matter? Why? To get the new, do you have to have the new thing? Or can you buy a comparable luxury bag, high name brand? My friend is selling right now, and I'm selling it for her on my channel. It's probably, I don't know if it's going to be up or it's going to be gone by the time you guys see it. I'm selling it on eBay, on my eBay store, because I sell things for my clients. And she's selling a YSL hobo bag. And I was like this close to buying it. But then I'm like, I would rather wear the Bottega than the YSL one, because I don't care for the brand Yves Saint Laurent. I have I have the Sunset bag, which I love. And then the black, I forgot what it's called. It looks like caviar leather almost, but it's black, and then it has the black hardware. I wear that clubbing or whatever. Or when I go to conferences and stuff like that. But that's it. That's all I like Yves Saint Laurent. But I'm not, and that bag that I was telling you about, the suede one, oh my God, it's so freaking beautiful. I don't know if it's the Kate, the Kelly, the A74, the whatever. I can't remember what it was called. It's so beautiful. I think it's like the A74 or the A57, some weird number. It's like a letter and a number, or like 2 letters and a number. Le 45. I don't know. It's something like that. But it's beautiful. But I can't justify paying that. If that bag was $2,000, I would buy it right now. But $4,500. Like, I understand. I worked in manufacturing. I understand the cost of goods and what it costs to make something. And yes, there are all these additional costs. But in reality, really, if Coach can do it, and Dooney and Burke can do it, and bring you these high quality items at a lower price, why can't these luxury brands do it? They can. They just want to give more money, dividends, to their investors. They want to take home more money. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with all that other stuff. You don't have to have all these shows every year. Have 2. One in the spring, one in the fall. That's it. You don't need to have all these other stuff in between. You don't have to do all that. People are going to buy your stuff anyway. Stick to some staples. Get some staples that you carry for 5 to 10 years, your classics, that are every single year, the same color and the same style. Don't be going crazy with all these different colors and stuff. You don't need to have a cruise collection and all that. Stop it. Tone it down for a couple of years. Make it, affordable, and then get a little creative. But you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't have to pay for your creativity. Because let me tell you something. A lot of these bags aren't being sold. They're not. They have excess inventory. They're producing more than they can sell. It's not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of extra stuff that nobody wants. Things that they created that everybody was like, and they're like, I thought that would have sold. Oh, really? Did you? So I just want you guys to think differently. And like, what is your definition of luxury? Is it the quality? Is it the craftsmanship? Is it the materials? Or is it the aesthetics of the moment? Because I know a lot of people that spent thousands of dollars on these little Jacques Mousse bags. And they're like, I can't even put anything in it. It's cute, but like, I regret buying it. I'm not saying a lot of people do. Some people don't. Like, I know that one girl, Cassie Thorpe, she loves her tiny bag energy. She just spent $3,000 for her glass heart-shaped wedding bag, but she already has a vision of how she's going to use it. So she has the cost per value broken down. She's not just buying things mindlessly, like cost per value. How often are you using it? What value are you getting out of it? Do you know what I mean? And she's very conscious when she purchases something about how she's going to use it. So I really admire her, because she's really thoughtful with what she does. But there's a lot of people that are out there, and it's okay if you're one of them, because I was one of them. No, I would never was, but I'm just saying, for other things, where you spend a lot of money on one thing. No, I was never really like that. No. Sorry. I went to school for accounting, so I look at things differently. I look at things from a monetary value, cost value, price value. I mean, I might spend a lot of money, meaning I spent like $4,000 on perfume over the last few years, trying all these different things. And then I realized, this is stupid. I don't want to, So I have OCD in the sense that I buy a lot, and then I look back and I'm like, oh, damn. But what I buy always ends up making me money. Like, I can always sell it for more than what I paid for. And I've never bought a new car. All my cars are at least 10 to 20 years old. I don't even think I had a car that was 10 years old. That's too nice for me, honestly. They're like 15 to 20 years old. And I'm okay with that, because I don't need the fancy car. I spend most of my time at home. I drive to work and back, and maybe I'll go to the supermarket. Everything gets delivered to me. I don't need a fancy car. I'll get in my friends' fancy cars. I don't need it. I don't. That is not an investment that I need to make. I spend $2,000 on a car every 2 years. That's $1,000 a year. I do basic maintenance, oil change, brakes. Then I get rid of it. I get $500 back. So I'll spend anywhere from $500 to $2,000 on a car. I get $500 back for junking it. And I get to drive it for 2 years. It's better than a lease. You spend what, $500 a month on a lease? Even if the lease was $300 a month, that's $3,600 for a year, $7,200. And guess what? You got to give it back. Meanwhile, I spent less than that, and I got money back, and I got to use the car. Just saying. I may not have Bluetooth, but I got my earpods. I may not have a fancy, serious whatever, but I got the little cassette player with Bluetooth. I could put it in and play it on my phone. You know, like I make it happen, But then I buy what I want and what I need. And yes, I may not spend a lot of money on these bags, but I do spend a lot of money on experiences. So I may go out to dinner and spend anywhere from $500 to $1,200 on a dinner, and y'all might think that's crazy. Yeah, but that's an experience that I get to think about and relish on for the next 5 to 10, 20 years. And I never forget that dinner. I never forget the conversation at that dinner. I never forget the flavors and the chef coming out to talk to us and the sommelier. And then, like I don't forget those things. So to me, that's worth more than a bag that I can wear. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I'd rather spend $2,000 to $3,000 on a 2-week vacation and climb the mountains in Tibet, which I haven't done yet. It's on my list. But I mean, let's say I climbed the mountains in Thailand. You know what I mean? And then I came down and we rode a raft through the river while they were smacking the water because there were snakes. Because apparently Thailand has the most snakes per capita, or per square foot than anywhere in the world. So as we were walking, they kept hitting the water and we're like, why did they keep doing that? Because there were snakes in the water and they don't want the snakes to come on the raft that they just built in front of our faces. They were like literally tying the raft together in front of us. And I'm like, you want me to get on that? You just made it. How do we know it's safe? But it was, I have video of all this stuff. I'm going to put it on my Where's Mayra channel. I'm going to call it throwbacks, like the throwback blog. So you can see all of my adventures. But that's what I love to spend my money on. Adventures, experiences, memories. You know what I mean? Like that's what I spend my money on. This is for me because I like luxury and high quality. I don't like crappy stuff. But it's also for you and them and the people that judge me. So I could be like, I'm one of you. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's like, like it's more for acceptance, believe it or not. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm telling you the truth. I mean, nobody even says this stuff. But it's more for quality because I know nice things and I like nice things. I don't like cheap stuff. I'll wear it. It's stuff, whatever. It's a backpack, it's a bag. I can wear it for a little while. I end up giving it away. And these are the ones that I keep for a lifetime because they are made well and I love them. And they make me happy because you can almost feel the energy of the craftsmanship of the person with the pride that was stitching this bag thinking like, I work for Louis Vuitton. I work for Chanel. Before they started mass manufacturing and people were making them all over the place with negative energy and negative attitudes infused in the bag. No, these bags were made by people who were proud of their profession. And they were happy. And they were paid well. And then the people that carried them before me were just, I mean, I don't know all of them, but they bought these things with the intention of, I like high quality. I like nice things. I take care of my things because I wouldn't have bought it if it was in bad condition. And now it's time for me to let it go so that something new can come in my life. And then that person's thing that they let go is my new thing that I put in my life because I let other things go. Does that make sense? So I'm going to shut up because I just talk too much. I got a problem. I can't stop. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you like my style, come back for a while. If you agree with me or you don't agree with me, I mean, I'm up for open discussion. We could debate. I loved being on the debate team temporarily in high school. It was like for like a week, and then I was like, no, I'm over it. I joined math club and international club and Spanish club and art club instead. And some other things. There was like a bunch of stuff. But I didn't stay in the debate team for too long. I think I was literally there for like a week. But I do love a good debate. If you guys want to chat, put it in the comment section. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, subscribe, like the video if you think it needs to get out to people. I do have a Patreon where I list all these things. It's December 1st, 2023 is when I'm launching it. I'm going to have links of all of these items and the sellers in case you guys want to do your own research or you want to just buy whatever I recommend because I did the work for you. As I shop for myself, I find amazing deals that I don't pick up, but I want someone to get it, and I'd rather it be my followers. I do charge $25 a month for my Patreon, but it pays for itself because of what you're saving, and you don't have to do the work, and sometimes that time is worth that. If you are a high-paid person or you don't have time to research, you can pay me anywhere from $25 to $150 to do the research for you. So just let me know what you're looking for. I will do the research. I will send you the links so that you can get the savings. And the prices vary depending on the item. I mean, it might be more than $150. It just depends on what you're trying to buy. Even if you're looking for land, I'm not there yet. I'm working on it. But if you're looking for land or investment properties, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother contract, whatever. But for now, it's just things that you could purchase online. You know, you might want to be like, I'm looking for this specific Chloe bag, or I'm looking for this specific, you know, bag, but this kind of quality. I could send you a bunch of links, look on all these different forums, do the work for you. Because let's say you make $100 an hour, right? It makes more sense to pay me to do it than you to spend an hour doing it. It costs you more to do it yourself than it does to pay me. Does that make sense? So it just depends on what it is that you're looking for. That's all I have for you, especially if you're looking for something in the diamond district. I could get that done for you. I worked in the jewelry industry, and my friend was like a manager there in the jewelry. Like we got the diamond district down for you. If you're looking for a specific watch, my uncle sells watches. He sells vintage Porsches. I think it's the Porsche 911 before a certain year when it was SOHC or something like that. He also sells vintage cars like Lamborghinis and all these different things. And then he also sells watches like Rolex and all these other watches, Van Cleef, the Muscadina, all these other things that people are seeking, the old vintage watches. So if you're looking for something like that, just let me know and I can work with you on these things. You know, this is the world that I live in. So rock and roll, XOXO, hugs and kisses. I know a lot of people are going to love me and a lot of people are going to be like, this. I love you anyway. Bye.